The NorthStar manual on winterizing this tells you to put a funnel and a short piece of hose connected up to the inlet, which I've had this machine several years now. Put RV antifreeze in it, and that'll run down, pull the cord a few times to work the pump around. That's worked every year, but for some reason it's not working this year. So not sure what the problem is. I'm going to try something else to make sure I've got antifreeze inside that pump. Now the machine works fine. I can hook hose up to it, turn it on, it sprays water just like normal, but for some reason I can't get the antifreeze to flow through that little hose there. So I'm going to try something different. Now the manual recommends using RV antifreeze to winterize it, to keep the pump from freezing. But if you're going to be using it intermittently, not necessarily shutting it down for the whole winter, there is another option. I'll show you what I'm doing for that. My quick and easy way to prevent freezing for just temporary periods is just put this incandescent light down here on this pump, on the pressure washer, and just leave it on, and it works pretty good. Big problem with that is, though, what happens if the power fails and it's a really cold night? Then I got a problem. So really need for when it gets into the really cold weather, need to put antifreeze in it. I had a piece of clear plastic tubing laying around. I put a male hose fitting on that end, attached it to the inlet, and this end I just got temporarily taped up here with a little funnel. I'm going to put RV antifreeze in there. I got some in this paint pail. Fill up that tubing with it. Let me get that done. Okay, I've got my tubing filled up to a few inches above that black tape there, and a little bit of a leak down there on the inlet side, but this tube is attached to the outlet, nothing coming out of it. I thought that little bit of extra head pressure might help get it through the pump, but not yet. This piece of black tubing right here is connected to the high pressure discharge side. I've got it going into an empty paint peel so I can monitor how much actually gets through the pump, because this is the inlet side. As it goes through the pump, it comes out here. That way I'll know if anything got through the pump. Now, I also want to mention, when you're working with antifreeze, make sure you wear chemical resistant gloves and safety glasses or goggles when working with the antifreeze. Although this brand of RV antifreeze contains a mixture of ethyl alcohol and propylene glycol that is not as toxic as the ethylene glycol in automotive antifreeze, you should always try to keep chemicals off your skin and out of your eyes. Now this clear tubing, I ran all the way up to the handle, so it's much higher liquid head height than with that little short piece of hose. And that did help. It started to flow through the pump, but not as much as I would have liked. So I decided to try something a little more aggressive than just this. So what I'm going to do is pull on the cord a few times, work it around with the engine off, see if I can get it to come out that outlet. Well, some is coming out now. I'm going to try something else to force it through though. My hose here is basically empty, just air in it. So I'm going to hook it up to the inlet side and turn on the water and see if that'll push it on through. You can see I've got the garden hose attached, mainly air in it because most of the water is drained out of it. I'll turn on the water pressure. We'll see what happens. Oh yeah, get up closer here. You can watch the level of the RV antifreeze going down. I got a little bit of air pressure or water pressure on the garden hose. I'll pull the cord a few times. We'll see how it does. still mainly water coming out here, so I need to work more through there. Put a little more pressure on the garden hose. Okay, I shut the water off. Didn't want fresh water going into the pump. You see I stopped it just before it was mainly clear water. Definitely got antifreeze through there, so I'm pretty satisfied with it. So using the garden hose to force it through there will really help do the job. Couple of comments. You obviously don't need clear plastic tubing to do this. Probably don't even need one this long. Just a piece of garden hose to work. The nice thing about that clear plastic tubing is you can see exactly where the RV antifreeze is since it's colored. So this actually worked out pretty good. Saved a lot of time. Actually, I had tried draining antifreeze through this for a couple of days. I just couldn't get anything through it, no matter how many times I pulled the cord. So I'm not sure why, but this definitely worked. Hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like the video and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.